Theoretically, an even much more paranoid conspiratorial phone call. Interview. The art director. Part 7. Hi, I am Jorge Villacorta. I work as an art director in this movie, Theoretically, and even much more paranoid conspiratorial phone call. This is part 7 in our interview, and I already explained the sociological vision we have on art theory, no, on art, that has helped us to make this project. And I just was explaining that the scholar field is not using all the tools that can to study the art production field. And I suggest that in order to understand these processes, the scholars should go and watch how the art producers create their pieces in their workshops. Just understand a variety of processes that will help us also to understand how the art pieces were made in the past, up to a limit, but it is important. Later, I explain a bit about how the title itself produces an effect, and later I told you why actually the design is like that. But I said that the word paranoid was a word that was forgotten by the guy who was writing the title. But it could have been placed a bit to the right too. It's not placed to the left because it could interrupt, it could cover the comma, and there is this place. So in a way there is a respect for this A, but it's like following the slant up to the E. So there is a decision, even though the word was written later, there is a decision behind its placement, that's taste. So even though there is a lot of chance behind this creation, there is a mix of chance and taste. And that's what you have here. 3 lines. If you see, the word conspiratorial is a conspiratorial. It's a bit more organic than the word theoretically. What by organic I mean that it's rounded shapes are easier to grasp, at least from my taste again. So everything here says a lot, and that's amazing. That's amazing, because when you are doing it, you are not conscious of your own taste. But when it is finished, you can look at it and see, oh, I did this. This is my taste. And understand it. That's why being an art director is so much fun. Well, those words are a bit more rigid, definitely, and they are rigid, more formal. They have less red because these are a bit wider, but also because they have more ink. Why is this more important in this case? Probably because in this series, conspiracy is an important subject. So this mindset had to be underlined, and we have the word like that. While theoretically is more related to reason, to abstraction, to concept, to ideas, it is more, it has a vertical approach, thinner, more mystical. And this other side, because we can divide this in these two portions, is more effectivism. Well, that it exists. It's more striking, it's more a punch in the face. I'll be much more paranoid conspiratorial phone call. But without these words, is an even much more paranoid phone call. And that's great. That's great. Because we're looking at several messages stitched together. And even much more paranoid phone call and theoretically conspirational. Isn't it great? It's fantastic. It's fantastic because it's like a fragmented mind. A mind that doesn't allow you to see everything, but is giving you mixed messages. And you, in order to understand, you must make an effort. You don't have to be focused on everything. It's a mix of imagination, realism. Well, and you have here the name of the filmmaker, the director, myself, the director Jorge Villacorta. More reduced, more formal. This is here, this is here. Starting Jorge Villacorta. Years. You see, it's incredible. It's amazing. I could talk about this for hours. But I don't want to continue for now. Maybe later I will do a new series of interviews talking about the aspects of the title, maybe not. I just want to tell you that that this presentation, this is how the movie opens. I am not talking about all the other aspects. And I find it fascinating. Analyzing them after the fact of making them is also a great source of enjoyment. So, this was Jorge Villacorta, art director in Theoretically, and even much more paranoid conspiratorial phone call. And I finish the interview right now. See you. Thank you very much. I'm even much more paranoid, theoretically, I'm even much more paranoid conspiratorial phone call. Interview part 7. We finish now.